Hi, I'm Julie Backman with the Austin Real Estate in Cottage Grove, Oregon. Let's see if you're really ready to buy a house. When most people decide that they're ready to buy a house, there are a few things that they think of right away. Number one is price. How much can we afford? Number two, where do we want to live? Location, location, location. And number three, what do we want in our house? Do we want a 3-bedroom? Do we want a 4-bedroom? Do we want a garage? What are our needs for that house? And then you're all excited. We're going to go buy a house. Let's call up our realtor. Well, that's not really the first step. The first step is getting pre-approved. Do you have the money to buy a house? Nowadays, with the market how it is super crazy. Houses are going fast and it's really competitive. Lots of people selling their home will not even accept an offer if you don't have a pre-approval letter. They want to know that you can afford the house, that you have the money, the funds, the means. They want to know. So how do you get your pre-approval letter? First step is go to your bank. That's what most people do. It's sort of the obvious thing. You need money, you go to your bank. You go to your bank, you go to your credit union. Lots of banks and credit unions have specials for first-time home buyers. They have running promotions for you. And if you belong to that credit union or bank, they're more willing to give you those special deals than if you didn't. Another option is a mortgage broker. This is someone who is not a bank. They are a broker. They will find you the loans you need, the interest rates you need. In my personal opinion, they have more tools. Personally, I use a mortgage broker. I know some great ones. I know local ones. So your real estate agent should have these in her arsenal of people. She should be able to help you with that. So my recommendation is a mortgage broker. I will have some information about that down below in the information. So whatever lender you decide to use, they are going to need some information from you. They are going to need 2 years worth of employment, proof of employment. They're going to need 2 years of your W-2s that you filed your taxes. They need your bank statements from your savings account, retirement accounts, checking accounts. They need to know that you have money and that you have an income. They also are going to need rental agreements if you have other properties. They need all of this information. If you have somebody who is gifting you the down payment for your house or helping you purchase it, a lot of parents do that, or say your great Aunt Hilda passed away and left you money, they need to know where that money is coming from. Sometimes just a letter will do from your parents saying we are gifting so-and-so this money to help with their house. That money also has to be in your account for a certain amount of time. It needs to be in there, I want to say at least 1 month, so you have one bank statement proving that there's money in there. The next step is your credit report. A lot of people get nervous about this. They wonder, do we have good enough credit? Honestly, if you have a credit score of 640, you're good. You can get a loan for a house. That being said, the higher your credit score is, the better interest rate you're going to get. The lower your credit score, the not so great interest rate you're going to get. And over the course of your mortgage, that can save you thousands and thousands of dollars. Some people have a low credit score, they're worried about it, and the mortgage broker, if they're a good mortgage broker, will let them know, hey, there are ways we can fix this. Let's raise your credit score and save you money on interest. That might take a few months, that might take a year, and I don't like people to get frustrated about this because honestly, work on your credit. Your mortgage broker will give you ways to do this. Hey, let's take that inheritance from great Aunt Hildy and pay off our credit card debt. Let's have a little more money in our savings account. Let's pay off some of these credit cards. And that stuff takes time. And by doing this, I promise you, you are going to save so much money in the course of your loan. Waiting 6 months, waiting a year is not a problem. The houses are still going to be there. And working on your credit is just what's really going to save you lots of money in the long run. And a good mortgage broker will help you and walk you through those steps. There are many types of loans that people qualify for. There are VA loans for veterans. USDA loans are for lower to middle income in rural areas. You can't have a USDA loan and buy a house in downtown Portland. Not that you would want to have a house in downtown Portland, but just saying. So inner city houses, usually they do not accept USDA loans. There are FHA loans, there are conventional loans. There's always cash, people, always cash. There is a difference between being pre-approved to buy a house and just getting a letter. The letter itself is saying, yes, this person is qualified as far as we know to buy a house. Make the offer this amount. This is the kind of loan we think we can get them. But if you're not going through the whole process, getting together with your lender, whether it's at your bank or it's a mortgage broker, and you've given them all your paperwork, you've been honest about your finances, they know your credit score, all of these things, and then they write your letter, that is the letter you want. You don't want to have this one saying, oh, we checked their credit really fast and yep, we think this is what they're going to get. Because in the long run, you still have to go through all those steps. And what if something is wrong? What if the bank says, oh, you didn't disclose to us that you have $150,000 in student debt, or the money coming from your great aunt Hilda, you have to split with your brother. So these are all things that need to be taken care of before we buy a house. So once you have that letter in your hot little hand saying you are ready to buy a house, that is when you get a hold of your real estate agent. You say, hey, I'm ready. This is the kind of loan I have. This is the amount of money that I have to spend, and I'm pre-approved. I've done all the steps. I am ready to make this commitment, because buying a house is a huge commitment. I love helping people buy houses, especially first-time home buyers. It's so exciting and it warms my heart when I get to be part of that process. So next video, we are going to go over what the real estate agent does when we're ready to buy a house. So click the subscribe button, the notification bell if you like these videos, and if they're helpful, I really appreciate it. Thanks.